let's just play devil's advocate for a second. Let's just say I did tell you I had a boyfriend, which I didn't. Let's just say I did. That's what you go and do. Information that someone told you in confidence to benefit yourself, that makes you a bad person.
Carrie went behind my back. Carrie did this. That was based off of lies that you fed them.
Hey fans, welcome back. I'm Owen Holt, and this is Awesomeness TV's Vibe Room, the show where the drama is always fresh with your favorite influencers and ATV cast members. Make sure to check out Next Influencer on Paramount Plus, where you can find extended scenes with even more drama. And today, I'm joined by some very special guests, the stars of A&I Season 3, Noah, Carrie, and Taylor, with an additional few other stars, Maddie and Honey. Woo! Welcome to the Vibe Room. Welcome to the Vibe Room. You guys, welcome back. It wasn't too long ago we were all in the Vibe Room. The Carrie and Taylor drama seems to be a never-ending story, but things got heated up even more in this week's episode when Noah and Evan tried to share some advice with Carrie that somehow turned into a huge fight with everyone. So let's roll the clip.
I'm not going to listen to that right now. I know this must be hard on you, and I'm sorry it's hard on you.
It's not
but
hard
I'm going to remove
me. You are gaslighting her. You know what I just figured out? That is gaslighting. Holy
With me, and I'm gonna shut that down.
I know this is hard for you, and I'm sorry this is hard for you. Are you okay? Carrie, like for real, like, are you okay? No? Damn, not my business.
Whoa! Initial thoughts, go.
There was a point where I was kind of getting emotional watching that because that was like one of the hardest points in the show for me. Just kind of being like the center of everything going on there and having everyone team up against you. There's nothing like that. So the first thing I want to address is that the people in the house seem to be confusing me not wanting to argue and playing into their games for standing up for myself. Because why would I waste my energy on bullies when my higher goal is to end bullying? I don't need to engage in this toxic game. I don't want other people to go through what I went through during the course of this week. That's my mission. I chose to step out of the toxic when everyone was begging me to argue and engage.
Personally,
but for the people out there who don't, and it wasn't you, let me make something clear. It wasn't you necessarily in that video. It was all of these people in the room as a result of your manipulation from the start of the game. Their opinion of me was formed based off of what you told them. Carrie went behind my back. Carrie did this. That was based off of lies that you fed them.
You know what,
So
Carrie? I was actually gonna be really nice, but now that you just said everyone else's actions are all because of me, and I'm basically the hands up everyone's. They're puppets in my show. Like that's
Your words, not mine.
No, nobody. But that's what you said. I just said different words. It doesn't matter. It's still the sentence that you meant to say. Nobody on this show bullied you, and you might feel that way. And like I had explained to you when we had our talk, I understand the way you were feeling. I don't know what I would have done if I was standing in a room and everybody was talking about me, but you know what? You can't sit back and say that it was bullying. That's just complete bullshit. And that's unfair to not only me, but to everyone in the cast, everyone that's on production, everyone around them. Do you think that anyone would sit back and just...
production.
Do you think that anyone for a second would just sit back and be like, oh, Carrie's being bullied? Okay. Obviously not. Nobody was bullying you.
Because everyone in that house is... okay.
You know what? I'm going to say it again. I said it once and I'm going to say it again. We are two adults having a disagreement. That doesn't mean that anyone is bullying you. Nobody called you any names. Nobody said anything about your physical appearance.
You did call me quite a few names. Okay, let me make something clear. Bullying is not just calling someone. You called me quite a few names. You called me the villain. You called me toxic. You called me toxic sandbox, whatever the that means. Yeah, like, that's not name calling. You called me fake. You called me the B word, which I am still not going to say on camera. And let me just make something clear. Bullying is not just commenting on someone's physical appearance, which is what you just said. Psychological bullying is manipulating those around you so that they have a different perception of you based off of what it was in the beginning. Now I can finally tell my story so everyone knows what you did. You are the bully. You are a perfect example of how a bully can lie and turn everyone against an innocent person. I am an innocent person, but now I'm able to tell my story.
I'm an innocent person. I'm an innocent person. That's all you say. Like,
please let me
just
finish.
because you play the victim doesn't mean that you're the victim. What do you not understand?
So I'm going to end by saying thank you, Taylor.
True.
Thank you. You have made my mission to eradicate bullying even clearer based on your actions.
I have a really big problem with you calling me a bully. Like, seriously, I really do. Like, I'm not joking. Nobody bullied you. When the cameras were down at night, you were hanging out with us. Nobody told you that you can't sit with us or you can't hang out with us. We were upstairs, laying on each other's bed, hanging out. So don't call me a bully.
Such a
because
lie.
I'm not a bully. And I have a big problem with that. I'm not joking with you, Carrie. Do not mess with me with the bullying card. I'm not joking.
Defensive.
I'm not joking.
Defensive.
I'm getting defensive because it's offensive that you are using the bullying card when not one single person bullied you. Everyone has their own choice, and everyone saw what you were doing. And let's just play devil's advocate for a second. Let's just say I did tell you I had a boyfriend, which I didn't. Let's just say I did. That's what you go and do. That is what you go and do. When someone confides in you, you go and use information that someone told you in confidence to benefit yourself. That makes you a bad person.
I'm going to have to stop you guys right there. And I just kind of want to talk about how Carrie and Taylor, given that you guys just had a convo and said you'd squash this beef, we're barely just halfway through the season. How do you think both of you are going to move on from this? Like, is it truly done this time around, or is there even a sliver of hope that you guys can move on with this, or like, where do you see this going?
We've said it before. We're going to agree to disagree.
We're going to agree to disagree all you want, but I'm still going to say what I have to say. I want to squash. Okay, just copy me like you do with everything. I'm literally shaking. I don't want to do this vibe room anymore. I'm being serious. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm being so serious. Can I talk to a producer? I'm being serious.
All right, we are back. Thank you for coming back to the vibe room. Let's get into our first game. Here we go. So since we're midway through the season of A&I and you guys have gotten a chance to really get to know your housemates, I thought we'd play a game called Superlatives. I'm going to give you guys a category, like, for example, best looking or worst influencer. And you guys are going to say who in the house most represents that title. You guys like to judge, right? So let's get into it. Most likely to crash their car. Noah, who in the house best represents this line? Go first.
Oh, definitely Taylor. 100%.
Guilty. Guilty. I have to say me because I'm not the best at driving.
What about you, Carrie?
Me, because I don't have my license.
Oh, moving on. Who is the funniest in the house? Carrie, we'll start with you this time.
Funniest in the house. I'd say either Evan or Noah.
Evan cracks me up. And Talon cracks me the too.
Talon's funny too.
I have to say Sierra because she has made phrases and jokes that I just cannot stop laughing about. She really, really makes me smile.
Who in the house is the cringiest?
That's mean.
I was gonna say myself. Like, I'm pretty cringe. Like, honestly.
I can't argue with that. I'm gonna go with Noah.
Hey, moving on to a more lighthearted one. Besides me, who in the house is the best dressed?
Myself. I tried really hard
I'll give it to Taylor personally. She did really go all out.
I'm not gonna say myself because I feel like that's selfish, so I will say Taylor. I think she has great style.
Oh, thank you.
Who's most likely to forget to post a brand deal?
Noah.
Honestly, it might be me.
I have to say maybe Soha.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to have the craziest autobiography one day?
I mean,
I want to have a cool autobiography. Like, shit.
My life so far has been a crazy roller coaster, so I'm going to have to say myself because I can't even imagine what's in the future.
Last one. Who is most likely to get canceled one day and why?
Taylor.
Oh, I was quick.
I mean, I
Carrie.
don't need to explain it, but I don't think we need to explain ourselves, but.
Well, yeah, thank you guys for playing Superlatives. That was a lot of fun. I wish we played that in the house, but, I'm glad we got it done in the vibe room. Well, I'm sure that you all are no strangers to stitching videos on TikTok, so I thought we'd make our own segment that I like to call I'll Go First. I'll start it off with a topic, and then you guys can take turns telling your most fitting story. What's an opinion that would offend no one?
Okay, so when you wash your hands, soap before water. Is that
Water.
can we agree on that? Can we agree on that?
Dip my hands wet a little bit, then soap it up.
Yeah.
Then you continue to the full wash.
No,
Yeah.
just soap before water. Just soap and then water.
Tay, go ahead.
I think it's a complete crime to anyone who eats their fries without ketchup. Seriously.
I don't ever
think
use
it's
ketchup.
Put me in
ever.
jail and handcuff me because,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, and you're like me, bro. No sauce with nothing. Like if you're eating chicken nuggets, just
No
just
sauce
the nuts.
with nothing.
I was gonna say TikTok is the best social media app.
I think that is the popular answer, especially recently with TikTok just overtaking Google as the biggest search engine, and then it also is just the most downloaded app basically in the world. I'm in the minority. I disagree, but I totally think that
What's
that's
your
a
favorite?
Twitter. I like Twitter.
Twitter?
Dude, what? I don't even know how to work Twitter.
I appreciate you telling me your popular opinions, basically. And even though we didn't agree, that it was really cool to get some insight from other people on what happens, the whole soap thing. I didn't even know that people had different ways to put on soap. So, as you know, you guys have been here before. It is time for my favorite part of the vibe room. It is time for the fan questions. So, a lot has gone down on the show, and fans have formed their own assumptions already about the cast and situations so far. So today, we're going to hear these juicy assumptions and give our guests a chance to clear the air. Let's jump right in. James with 3 S's says, Noah doesn't actually like coffee. He just does it for the views. Noah, this assumption, clear the air.
I actually hated coffee. Throughout my whole series, I never claimed to drink coffee. I dumped coffee on myself for 164 days, and I didn't even start drinking it until afterwards. And then, I got it. Now I love it. I drink it every single day. But initially, I hated it. I would never drink it. I just dumped it on myself.
This next assumption is from Gina, and Gina says that Taylor is just a big flirt. Taylor.
I don't think I'm a big flirt. I definitely think my personality is larger than life. I think that I am naturally a flirtatious person, and I understand that can be perceived as a big flirt, but I just think some people are just naturally flirtatious.
Carrie, this next one's for you. It is from Lizzie Love, and Lizzie says that Carrie has a big crush on Christian. Is this assumption, Carrie, is it real or is it false? Please tell the fans what we want to know.
I mean, you guys watched prom night. Christian and I were just friends. Nothing happened. I mean, come on.
This next assumption is for all of you, and it is from Marie G. And Marie says that Taylor doesn't actually like Sierra. Oof. Go ahead.
There's no way he
No,
does.
I don't even want to believe that that's even true.
don't
It just would
either.
ruin everything for me.
Well, you three, thank you so much for answering those juicy assumptions that the fans have been wondering. And fans at home, thank you so much for asking those and sending in those juicy assumptions. If your assumption or question didn't get answered this Vibe Room episode, don't worry. Be sure to comment on this Vibe Room episode or get in the conversation by going to our next influencer TikTok. I will be going to the next influencer TikTok and pulling questions for next Vibe Room episode. So go right now, go, go, go. So finally, it is time for our last game. And since you all know all about things getting messy, I thought we'd play Put a Finger Down, Messy Edition. Here's how it works. I'm gonna list off some things, and if you've ever done them, you have to put a finger down. But here's where things get interesting. Whoever puts down 5 fingers first has to text someone from Season 3 an iconic Season 2 winner, A.S.V. King quote. And also, if you lie, we're gonna find out. And you're not gonna wanna lie because there are huge punishments for lying on the Vibe Room. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't wanna figure it out. Anyways, let's get into it. Put a finger down. Let's get the hands up. Let's get the hands up. Put a finger down if you've ever started a rumor about someone. Okay. Put a finger down if you've ever sent someone a DM that their significant other is cheating.
Nope.
No? No one?
Taylor did.
All right.
I ain't seen a thing.
Taylor, did you put a finger down?
Yeah. Okay, I can't give any details, but
No names.
brief story, my bestie was dating this guy who, at the time, I had a boyfriend. They were best friends. And in the boys group chat, I got a quick peek after New Year's. The boys were sending in Snapchats. And I saw something that was definitely not meant for my eyes. I just happened to have been with my boyfriend at the time. And he was opening it with me there. And we both were shocked. We had a huge fight about it. But I was like, I have to tell my best friend. I took a picture of it on my phone so she could see for herself. And I guess it wasn't a DM, it was a text. But yes, I told my bestie that her boyfriend was cheating on her on New Year's, guys. On
New Year's. Ooh.
Jeez.
I bet they didn't get a New Year's kiss.
No.
Sorry.
Not from her, at least. Jeez.
Yeah, not from her.
Not from her.
Put a finger down if you've ever blocked someone from the ANI house. All right, you guys, put a finger down if you've ever shared a best friend secret. I gotta think about this one. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be playing. I've just
I feel
joined
like
in.
girls
I'm
are really
solid.
good at keeping secrets, so
I'm
I feel like
solid.
that's not going to be either me.
Girls are good at keeping secrets?
Oh, just kidding. What am I saying? LMAO.
Put a finger down if you've ever stolen someone's TikTok idea.
I mean,
Given
trends.
credit, with credit,
if a
or
trend
without
counts.
credit.
I feel like everybody has. It's TikTok. That's like literally.
You know,
Yeah, trends.
it's a trend.
but here's the thing
So,
though, like,
I think we're all guilty.
I think we're all guilty too. I think credit doesn't matter if you've, taken someone's idea. You gotta
You're
put a
still
finger down.
Yeah, like
You
No
should
shame.
give
Hey,
credit.
no
I mean-
shame. No shame. Like,
Yes, with credit.
put a finger down if you've ever cheated on a test.
I'm gonna need to put a lot down.
I was doing a math test. I was in, I think it was geometry, and I went to a religious school, so we had to wear skirts down to our knees. And I wrote the formulas of the math on my thigh. And me and like a bunch of other girls did this because they're not going to ask us to lift up our skirt, obviously. We go to a religious school. One of the girls got caught, and all the girls were asked to stand up, went to the office with a girl in the office and asked to lift up our skirts. And we all got caught, and we all got zeros. It was terrible.
Why didn't you mid walk to the office, just get a little, water bottle and paper towel and just.
Oh, we were escorted. Like, there was no time. Like, you were caught. Like, we were caught. It was done.
That's so funny.
The jig was up.
There was a Spanish test I had during online school when we were all online during COVID. And I put my Spanish notes, I put the study guide right on top of my camera. So I was very sneaky.
Put a finger down.
Yeah,
What do you
dude,
mean?
Come on. Everybody
Whoa.
has cheated on it, especially if you're doing that online. There ain't no way you're not cheating. Like, no way.
No, that's true.
Put a finger down if you've accidentally texted the person you were talking bad about.
That is so
I
annoying.
literally did that recently. I was talking to this guy from home, and he said something to me, and I screenshotted it to send it to my friend, and I sent it to him instead.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Put a finger down if you've ever had a crush on a friend's sibling.
Friend's sibling.
Not like a crush, but like I have some siblings with some hot friends.
Put a finger down if you've ever been cheated on. Tay, did I see a finger just go down? No comment, but I saw it, so no need to elaborate on that. How many do you have left, by the way, Tay? Is that one? Is that one left? Wait, can we get a finger count just so everyone's aware? Carrie, how many do you have?
I got two.
Two. I have two. Tay?
One.
Put a finger down if you've ever flirted with someone because you're bored. And the loser of this game that has to text an HB King line, to someone from season 3 Tay Tay.
I'm just gonna.
Didn't she already have to pull her phone? Never mind. We'll see. Okay, Tay Tay, get that phone out.
I want you gotta text Soha. End of discussion, log out, bye, you're done.
Hopefully she won't take it seriously.
Where I'm from, down in the south, we gonna check you. Oh, 3, 2, 1.
Sender. Yeah. Yeah.
Tay Tay, you gotta let us know if she ends up responding. Feel free to interrupt me whenever you want during this wrap up. And yes, fans, that's right, we are wrapping up. Thank you all so much at home for watching this week's episode of Awesomeness TV's Vibe Room. And thank you, Carrie, Taylor, and Noah for joining me. Don't forget to watch A&I on Awesomeness TV every Thursday and check out all the extended scenes from A&I Season 3 only on Paramount+. As always, I'm Owen Holt.
I'm
Carrie
Taylor.
Berk.
Oh no, oh no.
I love it.
And you're watching Awesomeness TV's Vibe Room.
Vibe Room.
Or Awesomeness.
Let's go, baby.
Bye.
Who is the least toxic person in the house?
Probably Christian. Y'all two are definitely more toxic than Christian. Messed up if you think you guys think you weren't toxic at all during that show, you guys got me messed up.